Alright, so now finally let's make snake. So this is the last tutorial in the easy making a game series. So let's get to it. Now let's start with an empty file, an empty C++ file, and restart. So hash include IO stream. Now, if you don't understand this, please watch my previous videos. Um, it would explain the basics of programming and everything, and the links will be in the description. So make sure to check it out. Right? Let's go. Uh, so first, what do we need? Well, we need a play area. Let's do flush stdin and do a get car. This is for when the game ends. Let's try this. And we got this. Okay, good. So now let's make the play area. Now void. No, let's play area as an int. So int play area. And we have, let's make it 16 to 16. So 16 rows and 16 columns, okay? Now, yeah. So void init play area, and we move this up so the function can access it for int I is equal to 0, I smaller than 16, I plus plus. Now we do the same thing. But inside, and we change this to J, change this to J, change this to J. Now we do play area of I J is equal to 0. Now, cool. So let's just do init play area, and then we make another function to draw the play area. Draw play area, and then we don't need this. We just do std cout that semicolon, and then over here we do std cout. Let's do std nl. Okay, now if we do init play area, we do draw play area, we run it. Okay, good. So this is our play area now. Well, we can do a check here. No, this is init. Let's do a check here. If let's see, if play area is equals to ij is equal to 0, then this means that it is empty. Okay, now if it's empty, what do we want to do? We want to draw a space. Okay, let's do the same thing. If it's 1, we say it is the head of the snake, and we want to do that. No, actually, let's do what do we do? Let's do question mark, I don't know, or let's do colon. Yeah, okay. No, but colon would not be so good. So let's do O. Yeah, O is good. Okay. Now, if we can do the same thing. We can do this. If it's 2, then it is the body of the snake. And for the body, we want to do like, um, let's do H. Or actually, let's do H here. And let's do O here. Okay. And then if 3 is food. Now food, let's do X. Okay? So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 is empty, 1 is head, 2 is body, and 3 is food. Now, when we draw now, it's just gonna be empty. Or actually, let's not do empty, let's do dots. So we can see where the play area is. Okay? Now, cool. So now we can do many things. We can do play area of 0, 0 is equals to, let's say we want this to be head. Head is 1. Right? H here. Cool? It's H here. So, yeah. So now we can make a while loop. While true, we draw. And before drawing, we have to clean. Let's not draw here. Let's clean it. Okay, let's clean it. So, what's it? System CLS. Okay, that will clean it and it will draw it. Now this will blink. Look, right? And we can do sleep here. Sleep. Actually, we can include hash include time dot h, and then we can just do sleep here. Sleep. Yeah, duration. Okay. Let's do like 10. What's wrong? Consider using sleep instead. Sleep. What's the command? Wait, let me check. Oh, it's windows.h. Hash include. Windows.h, and then we have sleep here. Sleep. Yes. Okay. Now let's try this. It still blinks, but not as bad, right? Now I think that's playable. Like you can see what's going on, so it's okay. So yeah. So now init play area, draw play area. Before that, we do void fill play area. Okay? And we will do this function later because we need to get the input first. So void input. Now we're gonna be using WASD, and this should not be blocking. Now, if you do cin or get car or whatever, it would block. We don't want it to block, so we can use something like KB hit. Where is KB hit? Let me search. Okay, so it looks like I have solved it, and this is the correct input. And like we can get this int is to convert the character that we get, like A, B, C, whatever, into ASCII values. Now, ASCII values are you can search them online, ASCII, and that's like whatever character you have in your keyboard. It has a number to it. Okay, so like A is 97, and like B is 98, or like something like that. So if I do this now, wait, see, look. If I press A, I get 97. If I press B, I get 98. If I have like capital A is 65, capital B is 66. So yeah, so using these, we can have an input. Now, why did I go through all these things? The KB hit and like get CH and everything. So these things are like non-blocking inputs. You see how this is a while loop, right? It's a while loop. Usually, like if I do cin or get car, it would block until I press enter, and then it would go to the next line of the program. But we don't want that to happen because in Snake, the snake keeps moving, right? Even if we don't like press anything, it would still move. So what we want to do is non-blocking input, which is this. So now we have this already, so that's good. Now we can disable this, and we can enable this. So CLS, before you draw, we want some input, and then we get int. Let's do it here. The input is equals to 0. If it's 0, the input is this. Yeah, it would return. Let's return a character. Okay. Now let's return the key. Return key. Okay, let's return an integer actually. Int, and convert this to an int. Otherwise, return 0. So we have not pressed anything. Now, cool. So we have this. Now we can do the game logic finally. So if it is not 0, so if the input is not equals to 0, actually let's do this in the game logic itself, right? Let's pass in the input to the game logic. So yeah, we'll deal with that later. So void game logic, and then we get the input, int the input, and then we can pass in the input from here. So game logic, the input. Okay. Now in the game logic, we can check if there is an input. Yeah, if there is an input, so if the input is not equals to 0, okay. Now let's make an int for direction. So int, let's make an int here. Int direction is equals to 0. So 0 is to the right. Where is it? Here. Yeah. So 0 is right, 1 is left, 2 is up, 3 is down. Now, so if a car of the input is equals to W, we're using WASD, so, and then if we're not pointing down, because like when we're going down, we don't want to be able to just go up directly. So if we're not pointing down, so like if direction, if direction is not 4, right? So three is down, right? 3 is down, yeah. So if direction is not equals to 3, then we want direction is equals to W, which is up. Up is what, 2, right? And then we just do the same thing. WASD. W for A. If we're not pointing to the right, if we're not pointing to the 0, so if direction is not 0, then we would be 1 here. S, if direction is not S is down, so if direction is not up, which is 2, we want to go down. And then D, so to the right, if we're not going to the left, which is 1, then we want D, which is right. To the right is 0. Cool. So we have input logic done. Okay. This is first. Okay. Let's do here. It is input logic. Okay. So once that's done, yeah, we need a way to store where the head is currently in the play area, where the head and the whole body is in the play area currently. So what we can do is we can make a struct snake, yeah, struct snake, and we can do that. Now what is a struct? Well, okay, so a struct is just a way to store values, like a structure to store values. Now, for this example, like a snake, the snake can have a head and like the body, right, the long body. So now each of those things will have an X and a Y position. Okay? Now, these positions, it starts from 0 and ends at 15 because like the play area is 16 columns and 16 rows. So yeah, so we just make a struct. Then let's make over here, let's do snake head. Okay? And then when we init, well, let's not, okay, let's do void init snake. Okay? Now we do void init snake. Now what we can do here is we say the head is originally at head.x is equals to 0 and head.y is equals to 0. So originally the head would be on the top left part of the play area, and when we do the game logic, we would keep adding the head. So head uh, is equals to, I mean head dot x is equals to head dot x, and then we see which direction we're going. So if direction is equals to what's right is 0, right? So 0, then we do head dot x plus 1. Okay? And then we don't want it to go like um, we don't want it to go out of the play area. So we can either like wrap it around, or we can just make the person die. So let's just make the person die. We'll do that later then. So 2, 3, 4. Now 0, 1 is what? 1 is to the left, so minus 1. Now 2 is up, so y plus 1. And then 3 is down, so y minus 1. Okay, now if we do the game logic, where are you? Yeah, game logic is here. We draw the play area, and oh yeah, fill. We need to fill the thing. So when we do this, we do init play area to make it all 0, and then we can fill it. Now to fill it, we can just do the same thing as init, but same thing as init, but we can check now if yeah, so if I is equals to, what was its head dot x, and j is equals to head dot y, that means this thing is the head right now. The head is 1. Okay, so that's it. Now if we do fill game logic, then we fill the play area, fill play area, and we run it, we would get the snake going. Did you see that? Well, it was fast. Let's make this more. Let's do 3 times slower. See? You see the H moving? So that's pretty cool, right? And then we can even move the head, I think. Can we not do that? Oh, this is J, man. Because J is the rows and I is the columns. Ah, so stupid. Yeah, it's moving, man. Where is it? It's gone. Oh, down means up and up means down. Okay. So left and right is okay. And while drawing, so S and D needs to change. No, S and W needs to change. So this has to be direction S and W. Now Y, this has to be minus 1. This has to be plus 1. Okay? Yay, we have the head moving. Pretty cool. Okay? So now let's make the body of the snake. So now it will fill it for us. Game logic will do it for us. Now let's make the food. Let's make food now. Let's make food. So even for food we can just snake food. Okay. Now food will be at let's do another one. Let's do another function. Make food. Okay. Now food is equals to food dot x is equals to random rand. What does this take? Can I get a value from 0 to 1? I mean 0 to 16. Okay, so we can make the food at random positions. So let's do random, and then we do modulus 16, because we have like 16 columns, and then we do the same thing for y is equals to rand mod 16, because we have 16 rows. Now while we fill it, let's see this. Now food is what? Food is 3. So now we do the same thing here. If j is equals to food dot x, and I is equals to food dot y, and over here we say food is 3, so we do food here 3. Okay, now if we run this, we can see the food, and we can see the head moving. Oh, we didn't call make food. We didn't call make food. So when we init, we just call make food. Okay. And then when we run it, it would be at a random position, see? What if we keep calling make food? Let's just keep calling make food. Does it even? Okay, yeah, it does. Look, it goes randomly, right? You can see the X goes randomly. So we're good there, actually. Yeah, we're good there. We're good there. So we make food, and then okay, so the head moves, and then we see if yeah. So if the current head, which is head dot y, is equals to food dot y, and food dot x is equals to head dot x, that means we're eating the food, right? So let's do this void eat. Let's make an eating function. Now let's just call eat here. Now what happens when we eat? Well, when we eat, we call make food to go to a random position, and then we increase the snake by 1, right? We increase the tail of the snake by 1. So we can make another variable. Let's call this snake body, and this is, well, how big can the snake be? Well, it can be like the play area, I guess. It's like the play area is the max that it can go, right? So 16 uh, 16 times 16. Let's do 16 times 16 times 2 just in case. Okay. There's like someone who's like really good at the game or whatever. But they won't go above this number, so it's okay. So now let's do init snake. Let's do void init body. And to initialize the body, we just need to go there. Int max is equals to 16 times 16 times 2. That's the maximum that can go. So int I is equals to 0, I smaller than max I plus plus, and then we do body body of I dot x is equals to 0, and body dot I of y is equals to, let's do -1 so that it's not in the play area in the beginning, right? So let's do when we init everything, make food, we init the body as well, init body, and we didn't call init snake for say, init head, init head, init snake, init snake, init body. Okay, so we initialize the play area, make some food, initialize the snake head, and then initialize the body. Now if we run this, we will get the same thing basically. What's that? Eat. Eat identifier not found. Oh yeah, this has to be on top. Let's go before the game logic and let's do eat here. Okay. Now if we run this, we get that. Look, pretty cool. Yeah, it does work. Look, you see how we can eat the food now? See? We can eat the food and it would go to a different location. Pretty cool. Now, okay, so we have the head moving. So, and then we can eat as well. So when we eat, we need to increase now. We need to increase the snake body. Okay, so void increase body. Okay, so what was the body? The body was, body is 2. 2 is body. Okay, so what we can do is every time we eat, we can just change the number in that thing. So body, we'll have a thing for body length, int current body length is equals to 0 because we haven't eaten anything, so we don't have a body yet. After we eat, then current body length is equals to 1. I mean plus is equals to 1. So we increase the length of the body every time. Now dot x is equals to head dot x, and then the same thing, y is equals to head dot y. Okay, That's when we increase the body. The body would be in the place of the head, and then the next iteration, it would just follow the head. So like, let's make another function for that. So increase body, and then in the game logic, we can add thing here. Body follows head. Okay. So what we can do is for int I is equals to 0, I is smaller than, no, we can do body of I is not equals to -1. Okay, and then I plus plus. So body of I dot x. If it's not equals to -1, that means we have something, right? So what we can do is let's store snake to follow. Okay, so to follow is to follow dot x is equals to head. I mean, we can just do it on top. So to follow dot x is equals to head dot x, and then to follow dot y is equals to head dot y. First, let's store it. So body of I dot x is equals to follow dot x. Let's make another one, snake temp. Okay, so first we store it in the temporary variable. So temp dot x is equals to body of I dot x, and then temp dot y is equals to body dot I of y. Okay, so we have temp, and then now we can just do this to follow of x, and then body dot I dot y is equals to follow dot y, and then we can do to follow dot x is equals to temp dot x, and then to follow dot y is equals to temp dot y. That's it. So now it would follow, the body would follow. Well, let's try this. Where is the body? Current body length. Whoa, it crashed. Break. Why did it crash? Current body. Oh, I is smaller than current body length. Oh my god. Now. Okay, cool. Cool. We still don't have a body though. We forgot to draw the body. So where's that fill? Play area. Fill play area. See, we didn't draw the body. Now, for each of these things, we need another loop for, because body is more than one. So int k is equals to 0, k smaller than current body length, semicolon k plus plus. And then what we can do is k, body of k dot x is equals to this is j, right? This is j, and then the same thing here. So body of k dot y uh, that is equals to x, I mean j, I. So play area ij is equals to 3. Okay, let's try this. It's still not drawing. Oh, it's 3. It's not 3. It's body, which is 2. I. Okay, so it is following the play area. But we want no, it is following the head, but we want it to follow the head next time. So where are you? Yeah, so we want it to follow the head next time. So let's do this on top here. Body follows head. Okay. Hey, we have snake. We have snake. Pretty cool. Now that, well, the game is done, but let's do a game over thing. So let's do bool check dead. So how can we die? We can die by going above the play area. So if the head dot x is greater than 16, no, it's greater than 15, because it's 0 to 15, or head dot y is greater than 15, we dead. And then if so return true first, and then if we hit our own body, we die. So if let's do 4, int I is equals to 0, I is smaller than current body length, I plus plus, and then we check if body of I dot x is equals to head dot x, and body of I dot y is equals to head dot y, then we have died, so return true. Otherwise, what's happening here? Return false. Body of I. Okay, let's rewrite this. I don't know. Body of I dot x is equals to head dot x. Yeah, so that's working. Body of I dot y is equals to head dot y. What the hell was that? Return true. That is so weird. Okay. Okay, so we can check dead. When we fill play area, then we do check dead. If we do if, no, after drawing. So if check dead, if check dead, what the hell, if check dead, we just break. So we go out of the thing. Now, where's that direction thing? I was printing out the direction. Let's not print the direction, let's print the score. And the score is our current body length, basically. That's it. We have a very nice snake game. Why did it die? Oh man. 0. Oh, not even 0. Let's do -2. Don't do anything, actually. Don't do anything. That's it. This would solve all the problems. Die. Oh no. We did. Why didn't that happen? Why didn't this score? Oh, the score needs to go down there. Not down there. It needs to be copied down there. So that's it. That's Snake. That is Snake. We have the score as well. Oh, if it goes above, right? Oh, it's greater than. Okay. So there's another one. Another dead condition. And that is if it's smaller than 0. Even if this is smaller than 0, we die as well. Now we have the snake. Yeah, see, we die there. We die there, that's okay. We die there. We die. We die there. That's good. And then if we eat our own body, if I can. Okay, it's still too fast. Let's do it slower. I own the game, so I can do anything to it. Slower. Die. See, we die. If we eat our own body, we die. So that's it. That's Snake. So next time we will get into Unity, and that is a medium difficulty for game development. So this marks the end of our easy part of making a game, and we have a really nice game. We have Snake. Pretty cool. Right? So, peace.